Hey, what's up,
Hey
everybody?
guys, welcome back.
Joe and Kevin here for you.
Hello.
Another episode of Mad Men coming your way.
Yeah, episode 10. We're moving right along here.
Yeah.
For those of you who are watching this on YouTube, we are 4 ahead, and as you're watching this, if you'd like to go over to Patreon, we'll probably be up through 14 by the time you see this.
And we should probably address the last two episodes of the Patreon.
Yeah, that was my bad, guys. Our bad.
Yeah, our bad, yeah.
We were doing a marathon to get up on Patreon, and we spent a lot of time in my house doing it. And we thought, hey, let's pop out to a
Branch
bar
out.
and shoot the last two. It'll be kind of fun to have a nice change of environment, dress up, have a couple of old fashions.
Yeah.
And we set everything for noise canceling as well as I could, so I didn't expect there to be the background noise that there was.
Yeah.
But there was still. I mean, we went late at night
We did.
to try to avoid all of that, but it was still just noisier than I thought it'd be. So the sound quality wasn't great, and that's on me for episodes 8 and 9.
You can still understand us. You can
Yeah,
still enjoy
right.
it, but it is a little noisy, like we said.
Right, yeah. So that's on me. We won't do it again. So those two episodes, the audio of our recording isn't great.
Yeah.
So sorry.
So in the future, we'll have old fashions here.
Yes, we'll just go to the liquor store and drink here whenever we decide we need to do so. So our apologies, guys, on that. Really, and again, it won't happen again.
But before we get rolling, though, if you are watching this on YouTube, guys, make sure you like, comment, please, please, please subscribe. We'd really appreciate that.
Absolutely.
And then link down below in the description is our link to our Patreon page where we are doing the full length reactions to this show as Schitt's Creek, Mad Men. Oh, duh, Mad Men. Crazy Ex-Girlfriend, Succession, Ted Lasso. We've got lots of shows we're watching over
The
there.
West Wing,
West Wing's a big
Fleabag.
one,
Yeah. Yeah, as far as Mad Men goes, this show is utterly brilliant in terms of the writing.
It's fantastic.
We're getting a lot more depth into the characters as we go along. We're seeing some growth in Peggy, obviously, who seems to be stepping out of her role as the kind of the mousy, quiet, judgmental, pure employee.
Yeah, she's very smart and very.
Yeah, she's smart and capable, and like even the other characters on the show are acting surprised. It's like, wow, this girl is the one that's kind of stepping forward and using the creative side of her brain to kind of get things done and make things happen. And absolutely, she is.
And she knows a lot of dirt too.
Yeah, she knows a lot of dirt.
She knows more about Don than anybody else in the office.
Knows more about Don than his wife does.
Yeah. That was a really weird moment between her and his wife in the office with the kids.
Yeah, absolutely.
The portrait episode,
It was. So. We've got a lot of conflict brewing. There's some jealousy apparently between Joni and Peggy.
Joni and Peggy, and not even that. It's Roger's quite jealous of Joan as well. He wants to keep her as his own little bird. It's weird.
That caged bird stuff was like I like Roger. I think he's kind of largely the comic relief of the show.
He hasn't been the best guy,
but he's not the best guy. Sure, right?
Don had to really put him in his place there.
Yeah. Oh, that was great. The whole when Roger tried to hit on Don's wife. Don handled that really poorly by blaming her, which was probably fairly common at the time. And it's taken a while to realize that. Oh wait, women should have autonomy to make their own decisions too.
And she handled it well.
She handled it as well as could be.
Yeah, she didn't go in for it at all.
She handled Don when he was being awful about it pretty well.
I did like how he handled it with Roger, though. He handled it with his boss better than he handled it with his wife.
Yeah, he got his revenge on Roger for sure, which was absolutely warranted.
Yeah,
but this is a fun show. It's a
slow
burn.
In a weird way.
It is. Well, like a lot of people were like, the show's kind of boring. And people told me, I'm like, it's not boring at all. It is. It's a slow burn, and it's a really, really strong character-driven study. It's incredibly acted and written. Yeah. I love it.
I do too. And it'd be boring if you were like maybe looking at your phone.
Yeah, exactly.
I mean, but no, it's quite engaging and compelling.
Exactly. Give it the attention it deserves, and it's a really, really great, nuanced, layered show. There's a lot to love going on here.
Yeah, like we said, it's actors in a room reading a fantastic script.
Yeah. And honestly, this really kind of has been the story of America in that post-war.
Yeah.
We're 1960, so we're wedged right between like everybody conform and do the one thing, and the racial and sexual counterculture revolution that's coming.
Times are changing.
Right. I thought it was really great that we got to see Dawn hanging out with hippies a couple of times to really show the contrast of
I did love that episode.
The old world and the new world, old money and new money, and the old what's the American dream and how is it dying for younger people?
I never really thought of that. Yeah, it is kind of like those kids that he's hanging out with in the bar. Like their parents are the guys that Don works with,
right?
Like they are like the trust fund kids that can go fund these weird little artsy
things,
and Don just does not fit in there at all.
Don doesn't fit in.
A self-made man that's Very
completely self-made. Like more self-made than any man ever. Like I'm going to make it my own identity.
Which I think, so this is episode 10,
Yeah.
which we've got 13 episodes in the first season. I think we're going to have more of that come into play before the season's over.
You think we're going to get more of Don's backstory?
I would hope so.
I thought the stuff with him as a kid with the hobo...
That showed a lot.
It showed an awful lot.
Yeah.
And it showed the environment he grew up in.
Yeah.
It was all fake, right? We're good Christian people who it turns out aren't that good and aren't that Christian.
No,
you know?
At all. Well, they're Christian. They're just really, really...
Oh, they're bad at it.
They're really bad at it.
Yeah, right.
Grandpa's here. And Aunt Gloria.
Leave. Can you keep your mouth shut?
I don't think he likes Betty's dad.
Where is your sugar bowl?
Do you want to wake up with a cold leg like Grandpa Herman?
This is my friend Gloria.
I heard you might be joining us. It's good to have another woman around.
Honestly, it's unseemly. I can imagine everyone at the club. She waiting at the funeral, unbuttoning her top button like it was some... Her husband was a failure. When he died, they found out he cheated on his income taxes.
The man can hardly fix himself a cup of tea, let alone do laundry.
That's fair.
All
Yeah.
he needs is a housekeeper.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, this is cool, yeah.
Wow, I never really seen old
I've never seen these old ads, yeah.
political ads.
It's fun. Doesn't cloud the mind with,
Issues?
I don't know, issues.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's catchy.
One is to raise your taxes.
Turn it off.
Yeah. Yeah. That's what they're working with.
That Nixon guy is on TV again.
Never been this close. Kennedy, nouveau riche, recent immigrant who bought his way into Harvard.
That is crazy.
Kennedy,
Yeah.
I see a silver spoon. Nixon, I see myself.
That's an interesting line coming
That's
from
great.
him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Jenkins is coming in today to sign off on the rollout, father and daughter. I get the feeling old Abe Schmenken can kill this whole thing. I want you on your best behavior.
Excuse me?
And I know she bothers you.
Have they said who they're doing the ads for? Obviously, it's Nixon, but like, who's hired them to do this?
I don't know that anybody did.
I don't think
I
there's
think
any meetings for that.
I think they've kind of said that Nixon's not paying him, but they want Nixon elected
Yeah,
because it's
sure.
good for business.
Oh, so they're just kind of doing this on their own.
I think so.
Their own dime.
This hallway. May I?
That dress is amazing.
That is. That's really cool.
She's leaving the door open so he
Margaret
gets
Mona
smart.
to Block Island for Labor Day.
Have you seen the apartment?
I went last week with
Good movie.
Mona and Margaret.
I hear Shirley MacLaine is good.
Yeah,
The
come
way
on,
those men
man.
treated that poor girl, handing her around like a tray of canapes. She tried to commit suicide.
You know, Mona had a dream once where I hit the dog with a car. She was mad at me all day. We don't even have a dog.
I've been in that situation. You ever have a girlfriend mad at you because she dreamed you cheated on her?
Yes.
Me too.
I woke up, she like hit me in the arm. I'm like, what did I do? Like,
Right.
Why we have to throw out the baby with the water?
Because it
Can't
wasn't
I
working.
Keep
Yeah.
what I have and just build on it.
Your customers cannot be dependent on anymore.
that's why
Their
you're
lives have
hiring them.
changed.
Right.
They're
My father actually started with nothing. Who here can say that?
Don.
Don can definitely say
Don
that.
built himself out of nothing.
It does seem very well thought out.
It is.
Shut up, Pete.
Pete doesn't have much, but like
No.
little yes man stuff to throw in. A little hype man in the corner.
I'll give him that he has good insight on the future.
He does.
That's about it. But he is the youth. The youth around the office.
A little dashing for my taste.
Maybe he does like him a little bit.
Yeah. That's a great word for Don Draper.
Yeah, now she's like, oh, by the way, I kissed him on top of the roof.
Then they made Mr. Aldrich fire me.
Oh, man.
Oh, honey, that's
terrible.
awful. He was really sorry about it.
We need to go out and shake all
I
this
like Joan.
loneliness.
I like Joan.
All I want
Joan is
to
kind
do
of standing
is
tall
sit
in
the
this one.
She
movies
is.
and cry.
She's strong.
No
Yeah.
movies.
I just got off the phone with Brett Rowley at Dr. Scholl's.
Don't tell me they're coming in again about the exercise sandals.
Not coming in, ever. They're going to Leo Burnett.
What?
He seems to be
The day
enjoying
Santa
telling him he
Claus
lost
is
an
the day you start
account.
losing. Trying to cheer me up. It's working.
The day you sign a client is the day you start losing them. Being with a client is like being in a marriage. Sometimes you get into it for the wrong reasons, and eventually they hit you in the face. I think we should go down to casting and see who's on the couch.
Oh, my God.
When God closes a door, he opens a dress.
Okay, Roger.
That's a great line.
Back to hating you.
Yeah. He's just so lovable, though, because he's
Yeah.
so charming about it. Like, he's, like, completely amoral, but
He's got a great
he's not
sense of humor.
dishonest about it. Yeah.
What am I supposed to say? I'm married.
Maybe you need me to lay on your couch to clear that up for you.
Atta girl.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you. I was just thinking
That's
that.
some imagination you've got.
Does he have to drop his name out? By the way, I'm
Look
Roger
at you.
Sterling of Sterling Cooper.
I think he has to.
Roger Sterling?
Yep, there you go.
Yep. Yeah.
Oh my God, thank you.
I think this calls for a celebration. Come on
Literally
upstairs
just
with
kicked
us.
every other girl there out.
When
What?
Look at your skin. It's translucent. You gotta feel this. I'm talking to you, Eleanor.
What?
Oh, what?
Is Roger getting weird?
Weirder.
Yeah, I don't think Don's enjoying this.
Oh, no. Oh, this is weird.
Raj.
I should be heading home.
I'm with you.
Bar, have a great night.
I feel like I'm stuck somewhere between Doris Day and Pillow Talk and Midnight Lace.
God, she looks great.
She does.
Joan,
She hitting on
I
Joan?
love you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
When college was over and you came here, and I followed you.
Oh.
There it is. Don't make her say it, Joan.
Just think of me as a boy.
Ah,
Oh,
no.
no. The only person not trying to hook up is Dawn.
I know.
You
He's
know?
like, my family is waiting on me in the beach.
Right. What?
What the heck?
Easy.
I wouldn't want to see my sister doing this.
No. How was your first day? He rode me like a horse.
Yeah.
Not in the way you think.
It's the power imbalance, you know?
Yeah,
Always the power. It's the money and the power imbalance.
His name is on the building.
Well, this is a party, isn't it?
Barking up the wrong tree there.
I was wondering.
She looks like she's gonna cry, dude. Back off.
Whatever you want.
Ugh.
Oh, man.
This poor girl.
Maybe it's this office, but you were selling too hard.
Oh.
You have a heart attack?
I feel like there's a tank
Yeah.
on my chest.
He's having a heart attack.
Mirabelle. Mirabelle.
Mona.
Mona!
Your wife's name is Mona.
Oh, man, that was awesome.
That was great.
Grab him by the hair. I'm trying to save your life right now, Roger.
Right. Your wife's name is Mona.
A soul.
What do you want to hear?
The last
where
20
we
years
at?
like I'm on shore leave. What the hell is that about?
It's living.
I love you so much, Mom.
Oh, my God.
Oh, God, I love you so much.
I know. Margaret is outside. She needs to see
No,
you.
no, I can't let her see me like this.
Roger Sterling has suffered a heart attack.
What?
Composed
Oh,
of
she feels
television.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
She's like, if I would have been, if I wouldn't see the apartment with him, then it would have been fine.
This is sad. So she was trying to come across as unfeeling to Roger, but
She
she
has
feels,
feelings.
yeah.
I know people say life goes on, but no one tells you that's not a good thing.
That's a great line.
Yeah.
Do you want me to come up there?
No, there's nothing you can do.
If you give me a week, you might think of one. I don't
Ooh, Eisenhower firing shots.
Dang.
Eisenhower said.
Oh, it's Rachel Menken.
I know it's late. I'm sorry. His skin looks like paper.
Sorry.
It does. It
Yeah,
really does.
He really.
Because I feel like you're looking right through me over there.
I'm not.
You know everything about me.
I don't.
Nobody does.
No.
This is all there is.
So he's realizing his mortality.
Yes.
Good thing he broke it off with the artist chick already and gave her $2,500 on the way out.
No.
That's not what I'm
Let's leave it
talking
complicated
about,
for
my
now.
dear.
Yeah, they've not
Waste
decided
your
yet.
youth on age. Could you, Lobby?
Just like Shirley MacLaine.
Yeah. Yeah, good catch.
Great call, Black.
Yeah.
Call back.
You told me your mother died in childbirth. Mine did too. She was a prostitute.
Maybe Don is feeling actually close to her.
I don't know what my father paid her, but when she died, they brought me to him and his wife.
Brilliant. Oh
God,
my
that
God,
was so
brilliant.
good.
Oh my God. Okay. So lots of callbacks to this episode inside the episode.
Yeah, yeah.
One, let's start with the Roger thing when he kept saying your skin looks translucent to the girl.
Yeah.
It's very good foreshadowing for how he ends up looking.
Yeah, he ends up looking like paper.
Great makeup, by the way.
Yeah, he looked pale.
I've seen people that have been in the hospital like with a heart attack before,
Yeah.
and they do look just like that.
Yeah,
It's
he looked like that too when he was drunk and got up the stairs and he looked all
yeah,
ghost-like. Yeah,
exactly,
yeah.
So yeah, I mean they've been kind of foreshadowing that for a while, you know. And it's funny to think that, like, yeah, the health experts back then are like, oh, you have an ulcer, drink the cream, eat the butter, and it's like,
Right.
oh, your heart, you know, you drink all day, every day, you're gonna have a heart attack. If you smoke like 30 cigarettes a day. So that was fantastic. Obviously, everything with Joan.
Yeah,
she really had an interesting episode as well. Like, oh my gosh, you know.
She kind of stood tall at moments with Roger, and then with the roommate, and then
at the end of it, she's pretty fragile as well. You know, I mean, it's the roommate stuff was heartbreaking as well.
Absolutely,
just to let her, she just gave in. You know, that's very sad.
That sucked. That really, when she was just like, "What do you want to do?" and she's about to cry, which makes this guy a total creep for not reading that. And she's like, "Whatever you want." That's when you get up and leave.
Yeah, man.
What should we do? And she's about to cry. I'm like, I'm going home.
Like, I'll see you later.
I'll see you. Have a good night.
Have a good wait out here.
Tell that schmuck in the bedroom that I took off.
She's got some cold cuts in the fridge.
Yeah, exactly.
But this episode was kind of just like everybody like realizing their mortality and knowing their place in the world. You know,
right? Roger has a bad relationship with his daughter, so he's dating women that are chasing women that are way too young for him.
Yeah.
And then kind of having that realization that life is fleeting there for him.
Yeah, I mean, like I said, he's been having a midlife crisis the entire time of the show. But he said for 20 years he feels like he's been on leave, and it's like,
I've been screwing around for 20 years. I've been on shore leave. Yeah.
And maybe this is his wake up call. Maybe Roger's going to come around and be a better guy and a better husband.
Possible. We'll see.
He had that second chance.
People have those moments, but it doesn't last. You know, their moment of clarity is brief and fleeting. So he might be back to being himself in a week.
They live in the world of temptation.
Completely.
It's basically Babylon for these guys. You know what I mean? But also, with Don, you know, him trying to realize his own place and mortality in the world, he's not sure of it. And like he said, he feels like it's slipping away like a handful of sand. And he does have this thing with her.
I didn't see that coming to where he was actually going to be open with her.
He told her more than
anybody. Yeah. No one knows that stuff about him.
And we get more backstory with him as well. Like, we knew that was his. They kept saying it was his aunt,
right?
And then he was, or no, did he say it was his stepmother?
It was his stepmother because it's Adam's mom.
That's right.
Same
but
dad.
Really, that's his father's wife.
That's it.
And that's why she hates him.
Yeah, he's not related in any way to her.
No. Yeah. And man, that's heartbreaking.
Yeah, but the execution on that, of the writing and the performances on that was fantastic.
Yeah, and I think I always forget her name. The account.
Rachel Menken.
Yeah. She kept saying, like, you know, she had the conversation with her sister a few episodes ago where she's like, yeah, Daddy would hate him and all this stuff, and then like her father meets him and he actually kind of does like him, and she takes that as a sign, as maybe I should pursue this.
Yeah. She definitely lets it happen. I mean, she wasn't going to go after him, right? He had to show up at her house in the middle of the night for it to happen. But
he pursued and he broke her down.
He did break her down. Yeah.
I want to see where this is going. I mean, I feel so bad for Betty though. You know, like,
yeah,
she has her own set of things she's dealing with her father, now with this woman who she hates. And
I'm not sure her father's a great guy. Like him dating, I don't think is a big deal. I think that's but. He seems like kind of a douche.
For what we learned from the show, nobody's dad in the show is a good guy. Nobody's father is a good father.
Yeah, but welcome to the American generation where people are growing up without dads. You know, join the club.
They're there, but they're absent.
Right.
Yeah.
Join the club. We've all made jackets.
Oh man, what a great TV show! And I'm so glad that. So obviously, like we said, we have 3 episodes left in the season, and they just introduced a whole new. Conflict.
A lot of new set of dynamics there, right?
Yeah.
Who's Roger going to be moving forward? What's Don and Rachel going to be moving forward?
Man.
What's Joan going to be? What's with the firm with Roger being sick now? I mean, there's a lot that can happen moving forward here.
These next 3 episodes are going to be crucial, and I'm very, very excited to see where they go.
And you know, I know it seems like a small contention at this point, but I really am interested to see where that dynamic between Don and Pete goes.
Sure. Yeah. Pete and Peggy. I mean, like, just, you know, Pete is a very good supporting character in the show.
Yeah, he's a great supporting character. I like to see Peggy standing up to him a little bit.
Yeah.
She's obviously still into him, but
fantastic line about like, oh, do you want to lay on your couch and think about it?
Oh, great line. Yeah, there's finally a little bit more pushback from the women in the show, at least those 2,
as there should be.
Right.
Like
that's a fantasy there.
That's the sad thing about this episode is like
some did and some didn't.
Well, yeah, but Joan wants to be this, you know, strong, independent lady, and then she realizes her role in this world is quite sad.
Yeah, it is.
So, but anyways, guys. Thank you so much for being here. Let us know what you think in the comments, and we will see you in the next one.
Catch you next one, guys. Thank you.